Hey guys, so I'm just chilling here. Thought I'd just make a quick video, just about a few things I don't want to talk about. Mainly just these COVID restrictions and mandates that are happening in Africa. I just want to, thank everyone for clicking onto this video. Just want to say, please share and subscribe. I want to talk about what's happening in Ghana right now, okay? It's Africans, African Americans, Caribbeans, British Americans, Africans in the diaspora. Please stop it. Stop it. Why am I saying this? So Ghana has come out and said, for you to get into Ghana, you need to be vaccinated. All right? And people are going off at this, disappointed. Oh, this and that. Why is Ghana saying this? The same people that are disappointed at this are the same people who, when they go to Ghana, they complain about the roads, the garbage stuff. They complain about all that, right? Let me just take you back a little bit. If you look at one of the countries in Africa with the highest median income, it's Seashells. What does Seashells do? They don't have like proper minerals. The only thing they have in Seashells is tourism. And yet they've managed to create an economy that's better than all the countries on mainland Africa, just from tourism. A lot of these countries have realized that tourism is a moneymaker. It makes more money than even cacao and all this other stuff. If you look at most of the countries in Europe, you realize that most of them just rely on tourism, from Greece to France to even England. They're one of the number one earners in most countries in Europe is tourism, okay? So if African countries want to develop so that they can give you the services that you want, so that people can actually have jobs, so that you don't have to be sending your money to support your families, you can just, forever, where they can actually find work and be able to live in the country without people trying to cross the Mediterranean and dying in the Mediterranean trying to get to Europe, or going through all this tumultuous stuff just to get to America, little black boys getting raped and all this stuff. We need to create jobs at home, and tourism is one of those industries that can create jobs, a lot of them, okay? And from that, the government gets its taxes, and then the services improve, so that when you go there, you don't have to complain. Now, I can understand it would be better if they didn't do it. If they said, everyone just come, okay? But I know the way they're going to punish them is if they say that, they're going to blacklist the countries. The same thing they did with South Africa. South Africa discovered this Omicron, they blacklist them. Red alert, no one from South Africa will be able to travel. So what they'll do, they'll just say, you know what? All these places, like in Africa, they'll just ban their people from going there. And here's the thing. Seashells, like I said, if you look at Seashells, majority of the people that go to Seashells are white customers. You need that. Some of you guys in the diaspora don't even travel. You don't even want to go back to Africa. So there's people that actually like to go to Africa, and unfortunately it just happens to be that most of them are white. And they take the money there. Like I say, Seashells has made a lot of money from tourism. So before you complain, you have to think about the economic consequences of what's going to happen. And the other thing is this. Let's say, like Ghana, this December is expected to have about, almost 200,000 people descend on Accra. So let's say there's a huge breakout, like what used to happen in Europe. One thing you don't realize is a lot of these African countries are just starting to develop the health system infrastructure, to build new hospitals and stuff like that. And also you have to realize they don't have adequate doctors. I think there's like one doctor per 100,000 people in most African places. Because every time when these doctors get educated, what happens? They leave. You know, they get out, they go to America, they go to Europe for more money. I can understand that. That's just the way it is. They leave. You know, so let's say if there's a huge breakout in Ghana, some of you guys, you can just pack up and go back to Europe, to England, to America, to whatever. But the local Ghanaian is not going to go nowhere. You know, he's going to go to the hospitals, which are not adequate enough, which will be overwhelmed, and they are already struggling to help people. You know, so people would start dying where, you know, if they had the services and you know, if they were well equipped, most of the people would survive. But at the moment they are not. So that means it can become catastrophic. A lot of people can die. Already it's killed a lot of people, regardless of what you're saying. I know Africa has done well, but still a lot of people have died. Ask African Tigress. She sadly lost her dad, you know. And a lot of people have actually died from this. It's real. It's deadly, you know. I can understand all the politics around it, yes, but at the end of the day, we need to accept that it's actually, the virus is there and it's killing people. You know, and this government need to do something to save their economies, because some countries right now are struggling to survive. You know, so you have to become part of the global system, global network for it to survive. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And if we want these African countries to survive, they have to, or to develop, they have to do this, you know. You can't isolate yourself and expect yourself to develop. It's not going to work, you know. So for those people at the moment that can't go to Ghana, there are other African countries you can go to. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of African countries where they're going to say you don't have to have a vaccine. I think Namibia is one of them. Start changing your plans, you know. Eventually, when things, you know, calm down, maybe in 2 years or whatever, you can go back. Or when better vaccines are developed, you can take those and you can go back. But at the moment, guys, try to understand. Don't see this through one way. You know, a lot of local people I know, if the people already in Ghana, the people already in Africa, they're not going to get the vaccines. Most of them won't. It's just, you know, and I don't blame them. We've had such a bad experience with these vaccines. You know, people have been injected with all sorts of stuff, with AIDS, with poison, whatever. They've injected them with that. You know, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make everyone understand that some of these countries need to do this. Tourism is a job creator. Tourism is a moneymaker. I'll give you an example of Rwanda. Rwanda is making so much money from tourism right now, to a point where they've realized it's the only way that can make them forget about aid. You know, Ghana has also just realized that, because in 2019 they made almost $3 billion within a month. That's more money than they will get from selling cacao. You know, they made more money just from that. So you want to build up on that. You know, from $3 billion to next time is $6 billion, next time it will be $10 billion. You need that money to be injected into the economy to keep it afloat, so we can become self-sufficient. You know, Africa cannot be the way it has been. We need to change that. You know, and one part that helps you change, you have to become part of you can say he's a globalist, Nana Akufo-Addo or whatever, but sometimes you have to be part of the greater community. You know, you don't have to do everything they do, but you have to be part of that. You know, countries have tried to isolate themselves and they haven't done so well, like Russia. You know, we can be self-sufficient, yes, but at the same time, we need to be part of the global network. You know, that's how we're going to make money, so we can develop our own strong armies and be able to defend ourselves. It's just the way things work. Unfortunately, in the current situation, the governments in Africa have to make these tough decisions. And sometimes, you just have to do it. Okay? So for the people, I think, who are really complaining, personally, I think they're being selfish. You're looking at it just from you got money. If things go down south, you are flying out. You go to NHS hospital in England and get the best services there, or you fly out, go to America somewhere, get your best services, Germany, wherever you come from, because you can do it. But think about the local people that cannot do that. You know, Don't be selfish, guys. Let's try to understand and find ways to help. It's not all countries that gonna have that mandate. Other countries will take advantage of that and allow people to go in, and you can go in. But I tell you what, we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful, you know. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you get my point here, and thank you for sharing this video. Stop crying. Goodbye.